Well, good morning. We are walking along the beautiful beach here in Hua Hin, Thailand. I love this destination. This has been very pleasant. In fact, my month here is coming to an end. And I have to tell you, I've really enjoyed myself. I've enjoyed the restaurants. I'm going to show you another great restaurant today. Oh man. This is a wonderful place to retire. I can see why so many expats have chosen it. I'm finding cool little places to relax. Today, we're going to have a good conversation about retirement. We're going to talk about what's happening with people my age, middle-aged men that are basically retiring early and why I am part of that group. I'm also going to show you around this beautiful location of Hua Hin, which I'm coming to an end being here. My goodness, I'll come back again. I really enjoyed it here, so I will definitely return again. And I want to show you a few more cool spots before I leave. I want to talk to you today about why I retired early. I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I retired early. They're not going to be the most usual ones. They're not going to be what people talk about. And I don't think they're going to be what the news is always talking about, because the news has to give you kind of what the generalization is, not the specifics. If you want to know specifics, talk to someone that's actually doing it. And they'll tell you specifically why. So I'm glad that we're getting a chance to discuss that. We've got a lot to cover in this video. The 4 reasons why I retired early specifically, and talking about and enjoying this beautiful destination while we're still here in Hua Hin, Thailand. Okay, let's get going. I noticed in the news an article that was saying that middle-aged men are retiring early, and I mean a lot of us. They're talking about a massive multi-million strong member of the workforce that's leaving the workforce, and they're not sure exactly why. Why are you leaving the workforce? You are in what they call the prime earning time of your life, and I can attest to that. The last few years that I worked, I made more than any other time in my life. I specifically stayed 2 extra years from age 50 to age 52. And I took this job overseas, which was in a dangerous area, but it paid a lot. And yeah, it was the highest earning time of my life. And then I retired. Even in my own family, they were like, look, you just got done earning more in the last 2 years than any other time in your life. Why on earth would you retire now? It was confusing for them as well. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly why, and we'll take it step by step. Since I've been traveling around the world like this, I have noticed a lot of gentlemen that are traveling that are in their 70s, and a lot of them have a hard time even just getting around. I give them a lot of credit. Man, I really have a lot of respect for them. They're out enjoying the beaches. They're traveling to different countries. I see them on public transportation. I see them just trying to make it through hotels and going upstairs. And many of them are utilizing some sort of a device to help walk. Yeah. 70s and 80-year-olds. I've had good conversations with them as well. One of the things that I enjoy doing when I travel is talking with expats and finding out about like what made them retire or how long they've lived there. I realized that if I was going to get out, if I was going to start traveling, I couldn't wait until my body just basically shut down like that. I would never be able to do the things that I do now. I enjoy not only my long walks, but I enjoy doing hikes and activities. When I travel, I want that to be part of my life. I want that to be part of my retirement. And if I'm not physically able to do that, I want, those years of my life when I'm not able to move very well, if that ever comes, I want that to be somewhere relaxing on a back porch with a beautiful view and my pipe in my hand, and a cool glass of ice water or something like that, a smoothie, just relaxing and enjoying that time in my life. I wasn't going to wait. So being physically healthy and able to travel the way that I do now full time, that was reason number one. I'm going to show you two restaurants today in this video. First is going to be a little more high-end, but not a bad price. I think you're going to like this place. It is Cafe Marco, and this place was recommended to me. I looked at the menu, and I'll tell you what, they had a club sandwich on here that looked fantastic. The place is air-conditioned, but they do have outdoor seating as well. Strong Wi-Fi, really nice location. Again, lunchtime, nice and quiet. Dinner time, it's going to be very busy. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. This was a $6 club sandwich. Absolutely delicious. Just perfect for me. This is what I like for lunch. Oh, yes, please. That's what we're talking. That's just what I like. Nice club sandwich like this here with egg, ham, bacon, everything on there. $6 sandwich, perfect. This is living low cost retirement overseas. It's a big decision to retire early. It's easy to just maybe go part-time or work 6 months out of the year. But retire and start traveling full-time, that's a big decision. A second reason why I decided to retire early is because I saw what was happening around the world. I saw more conflict was happening. Conflict that I believe is going to make it harder and harder to travel to a lot of these locations. And I did not have any control over that. As I had already traveled so much for work, I'd seen these issues. I'd seen the visa problems and also problems just trying to get out of a country when the country starts having problems. I had all that happen. I worked in certain countries that no longer exist. Those countries don't exist anymore. And it made me realize, wow, I need to make this happen now. I had a good friend that traveled to the Ukraine every year, and he kept telling me, come with me. This is really a great place to go. You will love it here. And I never did. I kept saying, I'll go next year, because I was just working and just, putting in time and making money. And now I can't go. I mean, the Ukraine is a demolished country. Maybe 10 years from now, maybe it'll be rebuilt, or who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But it really woke me up to the reality that if you're going to go. Don't procrastinate, because the places that you want to go visit, they may be inaccessible. Earlier in 2024, I had planned out about 8 different countries in Latin America I wanted to go to. While I was traveling in Latin America, while I was there, Ecuador went into civil war, and Colombia got a State Department warning not to go there. I was like, gosh darn, I had to remove those 2 from my trip. I couldn't go there. Peru had a tourist industry strike the same year. So all these tourist destinations in Peru were shut down. I was like, all 3 of them I had to cancel and pick other countries. I had a wonderful time, but it was a wake-up call. If you're going to travel, if you're going to retire and travel early, do it. Don't procrastinate, because the places you want to see might not even be there. Really? That's very new to me. I've never seen that. Okay, I'll take it a little bit. I'll try. Coconut and vanilla. Okay. Oh my word. Whew, look at that. Wow. That's interesting looking. Okay. 20 baht. There you go, sir. 20 baht. Okay. Let's see here. All right, let's see if I can get that right there. Okay, thank you. I've never seen anyone doing ice cream in bread like this. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. The vanilla ice cream is fantastic. Wow. All right, hold on here. The coconut ice cream is really good too. If you have any questions about travel healthcare, getting healthcare on the road like a nomad like me, well, the first link in the description of this video will help you get answers for all of that. The third reason is about money. You see, it's true that those last few years before I worked, I made more money than any other time in my life. And that's part of what the news reports are talking about, is that middle-aged men like me are dropping out of the workforce, not applying for unemployment, and we're leaving at a time when we're making the most money. It's true, we are. And I did. But the third reason does involve money itself. I had made money work for me. You see, money is not evil. It's a tool. Just like a wrench, just like a screwdriver. If you make it work for you, then it becomes your employee. And that's through investing. Work to make money, and then you invest that money so it works for you. And over time, it makes enough that you can travel on it, that you can retire on it. Money is not evil if you invest it and make it work for you, like a tool, like it's supposed to. That's the way capitalism is supposed to work. And later on in life, if I want to, maybe just for, I don't know, social reasons or whatever, I can always work a part-time job. I can always work a part-time job when I'm in my 70s. Who knows, maybe in my 70s I might want to just do some sort of social thing back in my home state of Hawaii. Back when I traveled to Kauai with my family, there was an older gentleman that was working at one of the automobile rental places. And he was just like, an Aloha shirt. He had long gray hair, just smiling. And he just worked the front desk. He got you signed in. He walked you out to the car and showed you, hey, this is your car that you're getting. Here's your keys. Enjoy yourself. Gave you like a bottle of water. I was like, I could do this in my 70s. This is perfect. That's exactly the kind of job that I could do later on in life. But right now, for this 10, 20-year period, I'm gonna travel. I love to find little places like this. Tony's Bookshop. They have all the different languages that expats are looking for, all different sections in different languages, and all used books. The books here were $3, $4. The one I found was $4. I love this. This is perfect. I like to have a good book because it's how I take stress off of airport lines. Whenever I'm waiting in line for immigration or whatever, I like a good book. This was a zombie book. I love books about the undead. The last reason will probably surprise you. Because a lot of people don't talk about it. We need to. And also, I don't think that the news wants to talk about it because they're so confused on what's happening. But it's because, this is the fourth reason, is because of the rise of artificial intelligence. You see, I worked in IT, and don't get me wrong, I transferred into IT from doing heavy labor type work. And I did IT later on in my life. I was a military guy before that, and then went to do IT work for the military. And I could always transfer again. I could transfer to do another type of job, no problem. But the reality was, I could see that AI was coming for the IT. In fact, I believe AI is coming for a lot more than just IT. That's one of the reasons why we saw hundreds of thousands of layoffs this year in the IT industry, because AI is basically just ravaging it. And I could see the writing on the wall, and I invested my money. I sold everything, basically, invested my money, and I said, I'm out. I'm getting out now. You see, artificial intelligence is a superior intellect. It is far more superior than we are mentally. We can't even imagine. We can't imagine what it's like to have an IQ that's double what our IQ is. We can't imagine that. Now imagine an IQ that's 4 times what we have, 6 times. We can't even begin to fathom. In fact, in order to interact with that intelligence, we're going to need an intermediary. We're going to need an AI that can talk to that AI and then turn and talk to us, because it's going to be so intelligent. And I said, I'm getting out now. So my fourth reason is probably very different than a lot of people. But I think we are going to see that fourth reason, AI, become more prevalent in people's decisions as to what they do, with their work and with their lives.
Now, this restaurant is the reason why I like to walk. I do a lot of walking, and it brings me down little back alleys like this, and you find these great little local style restaurants. This is set up mostly for people that are doing local labor jobs. Also the taxi drivers, they pull in here, they grab a meal. They're making all the local favorites. I don't think anything on the menu was over $2. They put all the ingredients in fresh, cook it up right there for you. I love this kind of place.
Thank you so much. Oh.
The first dish I got was a chicken pad thai. I asked them to throw a fried egg on top, and just perfect. A little bit of lime, and of course, when it comes to their crushed red pepper, just be careful. That's all you got to do, just be careful. And fantastic. I love a chicken pad thai like this. This is just a great way for me to have lunch or dinner or anything. This dish is a pork rad na, and it is basically like a pork soup with some noodles and vegetables in it. Again, it comes without much spice, and you kind of add what you want. Whew, you gotta be careful with that. And it's hot too. Whew. It's so good. These meals are $2 each. You relax, you get a good meal in you. This is the kind of low-cost travel that I really enjoy.
I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. We got a chance to talk about the specific reasons, 4 of them, why I retired early. Yeah, the news wants to know. They want to know, why are these middle-aged men retiring? Well, there's good reason for why we are. And of course, that's going to be different for every person. So my reasons are just that. They're just my reasons. If you're thinking about retiring early, please put in the comment section your specific reason as well, because it matters. And the only real way to get true information is when we get asked, why are you retiring early? Let us know in the comment section. I'm interested to know what your specific reasons were. If you want to know more about this lifestyle, retiring early and traveling the world as a minimalist, one backpack, living around the world low cost, well, just like and subscribe the video and come with me, because that's what we talk about here. If you want to know more about the equipment that I travel with, the great sandals that have gotten me for years around the world and protected my feet comfortably, there's a link in the description for them. Also, the backpack that I've now traveled with for 7 going on 8 years. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic brand of backpack. There's a link in the description for them as well. We'll talk again soon. Aloha.
I was just trying to get myself a cinnamon bun in at the bakery when he saw me. The mad ninja attack cat of Thailand, protecting the bakery. No one's gonna get their hands on a cinnamon bun. He'll gnaw it off. Look at him conserving his energy like a Jedi Knight between battles. The mad attack cat of Thailand.
Been making good money working in IT around the world. Then you took these 2 very Look, you just got done working. Okay, let's try it again.